AM Sports Report brought to you by Northwest Furniture and Mattress. Thoughtful details, lasting comfort, flex steel statements. Is furniture made to define your home? Explore the collection at Northwest Furniture and Mattress. Big Red Rocking Chair on Elm, off Adams in LeGrand. The LHS girls wrestling team are the 2026 OSAA Special District 3 regional champs. Again, they had 5 individual champions and 10 girls qualified. The individual champions are 105 Carly Radke, 110 Riley Lease, 125 Sydney Azure, 130 Emmeline Livingston, and 140 Kaylin Smith. Kaylin Smith's a freshman, district champion as a freshman. And then the other 5 that qualified: Eiley May, second at 100. Ella Ristine, fourth at 105. Avery Robinson, fourth at 120. Blake Zimmerman, who's also a freshman, fourth at 125. Oh, Eiley May's a freshman too. 3 freshman qualifiers. And then Maddie Armstrong, second at 190. They also celebrated their 3 seniors. You saw them in the final picture, the Stat Euro, and then the 2 wrestlers. So it was a pretty cool day. Usually you don't have to celebrate your seniors during your district tournament, but we couldn't get anybody to come to LeGrand to duel these girls. They're back-to-back state champions, and nobody wants to drive out as far as you'd have to drive to come and get their butts kicked. LHS boys wrestling heads to the OSAA 4A state championships this Thursday and Friday in Portland. The Tigers are ranked number 2 in the state, and they look to knock off number 1 Sweet Home. It's a uphill battle to beat this Sweet Home team this year. They qualified a lot of wrestlers. I think we qualified 16. Pendleton qualified 18, but we had a better score at districts and won the district a couple weeks ago. LHS boys and girls basketball will play sometime this week. I'm assuming that it'll be Thursday. The first round GOL games are tonight, and that's Ontario and Pendleton, in both boys and girls. So the winner of that will come here, and I'm assuming it'll be Thursday. Usually it goes Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday for the GOL tournament, but they don't have anything up on the schedule yet. So I'm assuming that we're going to have 2 home games on Thursday night. I'll let you know as soon as I know for sure. EOU men's and women's basketball both beat OIT and Southern over the weekend to secure co-CCC championships for both teams. That's crazy. The men haven't been CCC champions in a long time. Unfortunately for both teams, neither had the tiebreaker. The CCC tournament for men's basketball, the first round they're going to play with the higher seeds at home. So that EOU basketball game on Wednesday, tomorrow, it's actually here. They didn't have that on their website. So yeah, 7 o'clock here, Quinn, EOU men's basketball, first round of the CCC tournament. While the women open with Warner Pack on Friday the 27th at 2 p.m. in Salem. EOU track and field had a huge day on Saturday in the last chance invite. Up at the field house, the Mounties had 11 titles, 1 A standard, 3 B standard, 16 top 25 EOU marks, and 2 facility records. They head to the NAIA Indoor National Championships March 5th through the 7th in Gainesville, Florida. EOU women's wrestling is in Ashland this weekend at the CCC tournament, while the men had their conference tournament this past weekend in Salem. Braden Carson, Cole Cross, and Nico Rodriguez were EOU's automatic qualifiers for nationals by their placement at the conference tournament. The final national qualifiers will be selected later today by a 16-member panel representing the NAIA. So hopefully we can get 1 or 2 more in. At large, I would think maybe Kai Carson probably has a chance at 133. We'll see how it goes this afternoon. EOU softball had a nice, easy weekend, sweeping Carroll on Friday and Providence on Saturday. The ladies outscored their opponents 46-3 over the weekend with 2 shutouts and a combined no-hitter from Malia Mann and Hannah Ebner. They head to Ashland this weekend to take on the number 1 team in the country, the Southern Oregon Raiders. This is always a huge game for EOU. We get them on the road this year. That's a tough conference opener. You have to go on the road and play the number 1 team in the country. But I have faith in this EOU softball team. They're number 3 in the country, and they're there for a reason. EOU baseball dropped 3 of 4 this weekend versus weekend. They pushed the games to Sunday, Monday versus College of Idaho. They got game 3, which was important because in baseball and softball in the CCC, only the first 3 games of the 4-game series count towards your conference record. So while they lost big on Saturday in both games, they came back and clawed one out in the game 3 on yesterday, which was huge for the Mounties. They're home again this weekend for a couple of CCC doubleheaders versus OIT on Saturday and Sunday down at Optimist. AM Sports Report brought to you by Northwest Furniture and Mattress. Go check out their showroom. The Daggett family, they do a great job. They're constantly involved with youth and activities and sports in this community. So complete the circle. They support me with the sports stuff, and then I present the sports stuff to you, and you support them.